Good morning, student. This is topic number 4, molecular basis of inheritance. Today, we will discuss about DNA packaging. The DNA packaging is a complex process in prokaryotic as well as in the eukaryotic cell because the length of DNA molecule in a typical mammalian cell is approximately 2.2 meters and the size of nucleus is approximate 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So, how this long DNA molecule can be then accommodated in such a small nucleus? The answer of this question is it must be condensed, coiled and supercoiled to fit inside such small nucleus. Now, start with the DNA packaging in prokaryotes. In prokaryotic cell like E. coli, the cell size is almost 2 to 3 micron long. They do not have well-organized nucleus. It is without nuclear membrane and nucleolus. The nucleoid is small, circular, highly folded, naked ring of DNA which is 1100 micron long in perimeter, containing about 4.6 million base pairs. The 1100 micron long nucleoid is to be fitted or packaged into cell which is hardly 2 to 3 micron long. Hence, the negatively charged DNA becomes circular, reducing the size to 350 micrometer in diameter. This is further reduced to 30 micrometer in diameter because of folding and looping. The 40 to 50 domains, that is loops, are formed. The formation of loop is assisted by RNA connectors. Each domain is further coiled and supercoiled, thereby reducing the size down to 2 micrometer in diameter. This coiling, that is packaging, is assisted by positively charged HU protein, that is histone-like DNA binding proteins, and enzyme like DNA gyrase and DNA topoisomerase 1 for maintaining the supercoiled state. Watch this diagram carefully. See DNA packaging in prokaryotic cell. Then the second part, the DNA packaging, the packaging in eukaryotes. The eukaryote shows well-organized nucleus containing nuclear membrane, nucleolus, and thread-like material in the form of chromosomes. In the chromosomes, DNA is associated with histone and non-histone proteins. Was reported by R. Kornberg in 1974. The organization of DNA is much more complex in eukaryotes. Depending upon the abundance of amino acid residues with charged side chains, a protein acquires its charge. The histone are the basic protein that are rich in lysine and arginine residue. Both these amino acid residues are basic amino acids and carry positive charge with them. So, histones are a set of positively charged basic protein, that is histones plus protamine. These histones organize themselves to make a unit of 8 molecules known as histone octamer. The negatively charged helical DNA is wrapped around the positively charged histone octamer, forming a structure known as nucleosome. The nucleosome core is made up of 2 molecules of each of 4 types of histone protein. wise H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. The H1 protein binds the DNA thread where it enters and leaves the nucleosome. The one nucleosome approximately contains 200 base pair long DNA helix wound around it. About 146 base pair long segment of DNA remain present in each nucleosome, and a small portion of DNA which connect to adjacent nucleosome, that is called as linker DNA, consists of 754 base pair, 27 on either side of nucleosome. Nucleosome are the repeating units of chromatin, which are thread-like stained, that is colored, bodies present in the nucleus. These look like beads on string when observed under the electron microscope. The DNA helix of 200 base pair wraps around the histone octamer by 1 and 3/4 turn. Six such nucleosomes get coiled and then form solenoid that look like a coiled telephone wire. The chromatin is packed to form a solenoid structure of 30 nanometer diameter, that is 300 Armstrong unit, and further supercoiling tend to form a looped structure called chromatin fiber, which further coils and condense at metaphase stage to form chromosomes. The packaging of chromatin at higher level need additional set of proteins that are called non-histone chromosomal proteins, that is NHC. Then the non-histone chromosomal proteins, that is NHC. These are additional sets of proteins that contribute to the packaging of chromatin at a higher level. The first part is heterochromatin. In eukaryotic cells, some segments of chromonema or chromosome during interphase and early prophase remain in condensed state. These regions constitute heterochromatin. This term was proposed by H. These regions are localized near centromere, telomere, and are also intercalated. It is genetically mostly inactive. It stains strongly and appears dark. Heterochromatin is 2 to 3 times more rich in DNA than in the euchromatin. The second part is the euchromatin. The regions of chromonema which are in non-condensed state constitute euchromatin. The euchromatic region stain light. The euchromatin is genetically very much active and fast replicating. Euchromatin is transcriptionally active while heterochromatin is transcriptionally almost inactive. Thank you.